All right. Good. I guess it'd be good afternoon, everybody. We are just about to get going here. We're doing Atlanta to Charlotte today. And let me open Restream Chat because I forgot to open that earlier. Okay, now we're open. We're open in Restream Chat now. Now, we will open FSX. And so we're going to be going from Atlanta to Charlotte today. We're going to do another VFR in the Premiere, the Beechcraft Premiere. So that'll be what we do. And my Restream is open today, so if y'all actually want to chat comments, feel free to do so. I think I've got my issue fixed where Restream won't go through the speakers of the computer anymore. The SAPI won't go through the speakers of the computer anymore. But we'll have to see. With that being said, I'm going to send the link out to a few people, the YouTube link. And then we'll get started. We're in Atlanta today. And so there's a lot of stuff. You know, there's a lot of things that we can do now. There's a lot of FSX and or not FSX. There's a lot more control on today, so it's kind of nice. Let me open YouTube and get this link sent out. We will be ready to rock and roll. I hate it when YouTube does this weird thing where it my videos, there we go. I'm going to the wrong place trying to look for something, and well, you see where that gets me. Nowhere. Okay, that's alive. Yes, we know. Ooh! What that is outside my window. Wow. Wow, that car, that was loud. Share. Copy link. Okay. Send this link out. We'll be ready to rock and roll. Let's see. See. I'm just sending this link out to a few people who wanted it, and then we'll get. Alright, so I sent the link out to a few people. Okay, so let's get going. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna start our engines up, get ATIS, request clearance out of here, and get moving. So let's go ahead and start our engines first, because I've already got the flight plan and everything filed. So let's go ahead and start the engines up. Oh crap, I forgot to launch TFM. TFM, go, go, go. That's alright. It's going to start both engines at the same time, but that's okay. Because I forgot to launch TFM like an idiot. Oh well, that works. I'm still getting used to this whole streaming thing, so I hadn't got everything down like I want to, but that's alright. We'll get ATIS here in just a moment and get clearance, Get out of here. Waiting for that other engine to stabilize, though. I want to make sure this thing's running like it should. Charlotte should only be about an hour, folks, so we shouldn't be too long getting from Atlanta to Charlotte. Okay. Seems to be pretty stable. Yeah. Yeah, she's pretty stable, I think. Alright, so we're stable. Alright, so now we're going to go to vPilot, which is my client that I use for ATC. And we'll see what's online. So Atlanta Tower's on. And Atlanta's ATIS is on. So we're going to... And the ATIS is broke, so we're not getting ATIS today. I'm just going to say to heck with it and not get it. So we're not getting ATIS because ATIS is broke. It's fine. So we're just going to go to Tower. And... Alright, so we're on Tower. So what we're going to do is we're not going to get the weather and all that. Because we... Yeah, well, I could type it in and get it, but... I'm not going to do that today. We're just going to go. Since they broke the voice, we're not going to worry about it. Alright. Atlanta Tower, good evening. Premier 390 Juliet Lima is with you. We're at parking, and we would like VFR flight following to Charlotte.
November 390 Juliet Lima, Atlanta Tower. I can give you flight following out of my airspace, but then you're on your own. Advise ready for clearance.
Get a notepad open, I reckon. Definitely understand that, and yeah, I figured there probably wasn't much ATC on yet, but we're ready to copy whenever you're ready to give us clearance for 390 Juliet Lima.
November 390 Juliet Lima. You're cleared into the Atlanta Class Bravo airspace. Maintain VFR at below 3,500. Expect 15,500 10 minutes after departure. Departure is offline. Squawk 2744.
Squawk 2744 for 390 Juliet Lima.
Premier 0 Juliet Lima. Readback correct. Advise ready to tax. Expect 26 right.
Roger on that. We'll advise when ready, and we'll expect 26 right for 390 Juliet Lima. Okay, so we're gonna... It's pretty easy clearance. I can remember pretty much all of that. So now what we're gonna do is squawk 2744. That way we show up on his radar. So let's go ahead and do that. .x 2744. I'm just gonna enter. Make sure. Yeah, it did. Okay, good deal. Whoops. Okay, so now what we did is we squawked 2744. We got a readback. He give us everything. So now what we are going to do is we are going to advise him that we are ready to teleport here in just a moment. Any comments, questions, or concerns, you guys can chat them. And I will get them when I can. When I talk to ATC, though, I will not talk to you guys while talking to ATC. So you guys will come after ATC. But, yeah. So that's that. Okay. Just trying to think if there's anything else I need. And I don't think there is, so we're gonna advise him that we're ready. And Atlanta Tower, Premier 390 Juliet Lima, we are ready to teleport to runway 26 right. If you could, please take a look at our flight remarks. We're a visually impaired pilot and fly with software, so we're unable to taxi.
0 Juliet Lima, no problem. Salute to 26 right approved.
Roger on that. We'll slew to 26 right for 390 Juliet Lima. Thank you for working with us.
No problem.
KATL 26 right. Spawn on the runway. Let's go. We'll let him know we're
Simulation
on it.
unpaused. Time acceleration is 1.
Alright, so we're on the runway. And Atlanta Tower Premier 390 Juliet Lima is on runway 26 right, ready for departure.
November 390 Juliet Lima, fly heading 360, runway 26 right, clear for takeoff.
360 on the heading and clear for takeoff 26 right, 390 Juliet Lima.
Switching to true heading display for departure.
Takeoff
Sir.
warning. It does that in this
Flaps
plane, I'll just ignore it.
Landing, strobe, and NAV lights on. Climb rate set to 1,500 feet per minute. Altitude
Fly
set to
his
4,300.
360 heading here in a
Speed set to
minute.
160 knots. NAV on. V1. Rotate.
V1 rotate.
NAV on.
Positive rate. Gear be coming up. Pretty good.
Gear up.
Yep.
Heading set to a true heading of 270 degrees. Flaps up. Landing lights off. Please resume on navigation, sir.
3, 6, 0.
Heading set to a true heading of 360 degrees.
Now we're gonna do set altitude 3,500.
Altitude set to 3,500 feet.
Set climb 1,700. Whoops.
Climb rate set to 1,700 feet per minute.
Okay, so we're set climb rate 1,700. Set speed 250.
Speed set to 250 knots.
Okay. I don't think really I have to let him know that I'm airborne because he's tower. He can see me. If he doesn't say anything here in a minute, I'll let him know. But I can only go 250 knots because if y'all watched my stream yesterday, I explained that, but I'll explain it again. Below 10,000 feet, you have a speed limit of 250 knots indicated. You cannot pass 250 knots indicated below 10,000. I may get that question. That's why I'm asking it. Well, why are you not maxing it out right now? Why aren't you going your top speed? Well, that's why. Because it's 250 knots indicated airspeed below 10,000 feet. Above 10,000 feet, I can ramp it up to like 315, really. Let me see if Tower wants to stay with him. If he wants me to go to Unicom.
November 390 Juliet Lima, no further ATC available. Radar service is terminated. Frequency change approved. Proceed on course.
Alrighty, we'll proceed on course and we'll squat VFR and change to Unicom for 390 Juliet Lima. Have yourself a great weekend. See ya!
Jeez.
Cheers. That's another one. Cheers. Never heard of that one. Come on, 122.8. Squat 1200.
NAV on. Distant target KCLT selected.
Set altitude 15,500.
Altitude set to 15,500 feet.
Set climb rate 1,700.
Climb rate set to 1,700 feet per minute. Current altitude is 3,603
Okay, so we're still at
feet, sir.
3,000. We cannot exceed that 250 yet. Alright, that's fine. So we are on our way to Charlotte. And I was able to, so what I did there was I typed in the airport code, told pilot to go to it. Since we're just going direct, we're just VFR, so we're going direct. So I told pilot to do that. And yeah, that's what we're doing. So if y'all have any questions or comments, let me know, and I can answer them, because now it's calm. Right now would be, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. If you have questions, right now is the time to ask them. My restream should be working. I hope it is. It ought to be by this point, because I got it up. So I may do another stream after this. I don't know. I have to see. I was going to do this flight yesterday, and I got busy doing other stuff, so did not end up doing it. This is where North Atlanta. What's our altitude here?
Current altitude is 6,247 feet,
Just
sir.
coming up on 6,000. Well, not just coming up on 6,000, but we're at 6,000, so still doing all right. And I won't do VFR all the time. That's not all of what my streams are going to consist of. The first few will, because I'm still learning how to do IFR with Tramp, and I don't want to have to stream it and try to explain to you guys what I'm doing, and me explain it the wrong way since I'm learning. So I would rather stick to what I know when streaming. That way I'm not giving y'all misinformation. Not that it really matters, not that I'll be penalized if I do, but still, I don't want to be giving out misinformation. So. Okay, just coming up on 8,000. Nice. Climbing away, doing good with it. $237. I'd say we'd get there about 330. Let me set my speed to about 315, which is what I really want to cruise at. That way we can just get there. And then I'll check our initial thing. Yeah, we're just past 9,000 now, so we should be alright. I like this new version of TFM, the talking flight monitor, too, because I don't have to do a safe space altitude all the time in FSX Pilot to know my altitude. I can just listen out for it. My right bracket, too, by the way, if any other BVI pilots are watching this or whatever at the moment, my right bracket's not working for anything. I can do right bracket S for speed, or right and left bracket to turn on the attitude mode, and it won't do it. It won't take it. So, and it's assigned in the INI to use right bracket. So, I think that might just be a bug in my TFM. So.
Current altitude is 11,528
Alright.
feet, sir.
Set speed 315.
Speed set to 315 knots.
Now we're gonna go a lot quicker. And again, why did I set it at 315 knots? Because we're above 10,000 feet. I don't have that speed limit restriction no more. I can. Charlotte's gonna be uncontrolled. It's gonna be interesting how we're gonna do this. Because I don't think Tower can give me a vector. Ah well, they'll just have to deal with FSX Pilot and a visual. That's about all I can tell them at this point. Alright, what's our...
Indicated airspeed is 314 knots, sir.
We're still speeding up pretty good. And this would be, in my opinion, if you're wanting to get into flight sim, this is where I would start out. Do a VFR flight. What you really want to do, in my opinion, if you're really wanting to get into this, is you need to listen to ATC first. Go to liveatc.net. If you don't know the phraseology, listen to the phraseology. Aha. Someone's entering the Aussie 1 arrival at Atlanta. That's that little radio sound you heard, because you can text on VATSIM, and somebody on the Unicom was just saying what they were going to do. I don't know if Charlotte is going to be online by the time we get there. If they're not, we'll just do a controlled or uncontrolled landing, which would be fine, because I haven't gotten one of them on the channel yet. I got a controlled landing yesterday. It'd be nice if I could get an uncontrolled one today. So we will see. Airspeed.
Indicated airspeed is 315 knots, sir. Estimated time en route to KCLT is 0 hours 21 minutes. Estimated arrival time is March 7th,
21 minutes.
15:03 and 21 seconds.
We're doing good. Making good time. And I might go about 280 in this, but I want to get there really before control. I don't really know when the control is going to go offline at Charlotte, so I'd rather get there in a hurry. Over Jefferson, Georgia. Yeah, why not? We made good timing, really good timing actually, coming out. Doing pretty good. If anybody wants to engage in the stream, you can via chat or via iMessage if you have that info. Whatever way's easier. You can follow me on Twitter at KN4CRC and engage that way as well. Which the stream should have posted on Twitter actually. Keyword should have, if things work correctly, which knowing this stuff, who knows. See, the uncontrolled flights like this, they can get kind of boring, depending. As the day goes on, I'm sure more ATC will become available, and I will do more flights as well on stream, especially if it picks up and I decide to stream, or if y'all want me to do another flight later, I can do one. Be an issue. And if I'm not actually doing anything the rest of the day around here, which I don't think we are, so be happy to do a stream. Commerce, yeah, I'm just flying over that. This is also on Twitch for people who are watching on YouTube. It's twitch.tv/KN4CRC. Looks like I am just about on everything else now. You can also follow me there if you prefer Twitch. Some people prefer Twitch, some people prefer YouTube. Whatever, that's why we use both. Already over Tacoma, that's north. Already over North Georgia. Making real good timing. Doing real good. Centerville, South Carolina. Nice.
Estimated time en route to KCLT is 0 hours 15 minutes. Estimated arrival time is March
15 more minutes till arrival.
3 and 24 seconds.
How many miles is that? 108 miles. So we're doing alright. I'll be slowing down and descending, you hear them. Hello, whoever joined. I don't know why my restream is not going through my default device. I'm really getting annoyed about that. It's sappy is what it is. It's not. Welcome to technology issues. You guys can still chat more with what we have, even if I have to bring the phone to the stream and look at chats that way, which I can do. It's just more complicated that way. Whatever works. In fact, let me do that. This is gonna annoy me until I do, and then while yeah, YouTube. Let's see what we way. No chat. Alright. Works too. I was just going to make sure I wasn't missing anything. Again, Sappy likes to do their own thing. Alright, I'll have to get ready for landing in a minute anyway. I might try to do an IFR. Well, if I can keep having success with the software and understand me keep doing decent with it, I'll do an IFR soon with Trap. That should be fun. Should be interesting. Or not. This isn't a long flight anyway, so this is actually more practical if you were we're going to do VFR in a jet. This would be practical to do. It's not that far anyway from Atlanta to get to Charlotte, so it'd be more practical than, say, Atlanta to Denver VFR. You wouldn't ordinarily do that. It'd be a little bit too long of a distance. I just don't understand why the Sappy for Restream goes out of the computer speaker, for example, but FSX Pilot Sappy goes through whatever my default device is, whether it be a Line 1 or headphones or whatever. Again, I think that's something that I'm just going to figure out later and troubleshoot it as I go, because TFM, Talking Flight Monitor, does the same thing, and it's not Talking Flight Monitor's fault. I think it's just the way it works. Tomorrow I might, keyword might, go from an uncontrolled airport to an uncontrolled airport and string that. I'm not going to make my promises though. Because going from an uncontrolled airport to uncontrolled airport can get boring if you don't have a lot online. Just because of the simple fact you're not listening to a lot. Just gets boring after a while, so hey, alright. South Carolina already. minutes. I'm going to do an altimeter check, top of the hour, altimeter check, see how far we are out. Get ready for landing. So we'll be landing here not much longer. This stream will probably be, really, theoretically, it's probably going to be about the same length as the one yesterday. Which, don't worry, there will be some long ones eventually. Spartanburg, South Carolina. How far are we out?
Estimated time en route to KCLT is 0 hours 7 minutes. Estimated arrival time is March 7, 2020, 15:03 and 19 seconds.
Okay. So we're still about 50 miles out. We'll wait till it gets another 20 miles out. Slow down to 250, descend to about 9,500, and start to get ready for landing. We'll see if tower's online. If tower's not online, it won't hurt my feelings, because then I can just land and do my own thing. So, I don't know. We'll see, though. We'll see what's online. Play it by ear. Okay, I don't know what he's talking about 15 miles out. He needs to specify his airport. All right.
Delta.
Alright, we got ATC, folks. Here we go.
And I'd
Charlotte
like to
approach.
earn a GPS friendly 6 approach if able.
And November 231 Tango Delta, roger, you can expect that.
Current altitude is 15,500 feet, sir.
Charlotte, good afternoon. Premier 390 Juliet Lima is with you at 15,500.
Premier 390 Juliet Lima, Sean approach on squawk 1416.
1416 for 390 Juliet Lima. 416. Now, I'm not going to be talking as much here, folks, when he gives me instruction, because I'm going to have to listen to him and obey what he is telling me to do.
Charlotte approach, American 1661, microstops.
Stand by. November 390 Juliet Lima, radar contact 27 miles east, or correction, west of the Charlotte Airport.
He can vector me. So we'll do like we did yesterday. We'll do vectors. The controller, I'll ask for a vector. The controller can vector me. And that's how we're gonna. That's what I love about flying, folks. I thought it was gonna be uncontrolled or at least tower. But honestly, I like approach on. It makes it easier.
And American 1661 Charlotte, tower's opening in just a minute, so just give me 1 second, wait here, please. Air 2686 ready for departure.
Estimated Estimated time en route to KCLT is 0 hours 3 minutes. Estimated arrival time is March 7, 2020, 15:03 and 20 seconds.
And American 2686, flying 330, runway 36 on a quick takeoff. Heading 330, clear for takeoff, American 2686. Number 390, Juliet Lima, descend maintain 3,000.
Speed set to 250 knots.
Roger on that. We'll descend to 3,500 for 390 Juliet Lima.
Altitude set to 3,500 feet.
November 231 Tango Delta, turn right heading 230 vector.
Climb rate set to minus 1,700 feet per minute.
Turn right 230, November 231 Tango Delta.
American 76, and maintain 3,000. Reduce speed to 210 knots.
Down to 3,000 and 210 knots, American 76.
Okay, so I was gonna descend at 9,500, but he gave me 3,500, so we have to do what he says once I'm in his airspace and I'm control. So we are descending to 3,500 now. He'll vector me though.
American 2686, radar contact, altitude passing. Passing 2,500, American 2686. American 2686, proceed direct Gilfin and climb maintain 16,000. Direct Gilfin 16,000, American 2686.
Okay, so that's an American flight party. Came on just in time, Charlotte. Everything at Charlotte's opened up. We're at 10,000 feet. Probably gonna slow down when I get to about 3,000 to about
November
160
231 Tango Delta,
knots.
maintain.
I don't want to have to slow down
So maintain 3,000,
at
November
the
231
wrong
Tango Delta.
time. That's what we're gonna do.
Can I switch over to Tower now, American 1661?
American 1661, sorry about that. You can contact the tower 181. Have a good one.
181, American 1661.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and slow down.
American 76, turn left heading 090. The field's going to be at your
Speed set to
9 o'clock
160
altitude
knots.
report site.
Left 090 and we'll report inside American 76.
Charlotte approach American 5350, descending for flight level 140.
I know I'm probably slowing down a little too early,
Squawk 6311.
but I'd rather slow down
Squawk
early
6311,
when I'm in controlled airspace than late.
November 390 Juliet Lima, sea intentions.
Yes, sir. If at all possible, could you? We're gonna land, but we'll need vectors to the runway if at all possible for 390 Juliet Lima.
And November 390 Juliet Lima, roger. Fly heading 180 for now.
180 390 Juliet Lima.
Sharp approach American 76, have the field in sight.
American 76, cleared visual approach runway 36 center.
Cleared visual approach 36 center, American 76.
American 2886 at line of center is not online. Radar service is terminated. Frequency change per capital. American 2686.
Charlotte approach, helicopter 664 Papa Delta.
Helicopter 664 Papa Delta, Sean approach, go ahead.
Helicopter 664 Papa Delta here, ground in Rock Hill, that's from Zulu Alpha, with the weather IFR to Concord.
Roger. American 5350, radar contact 20 miles north of the Charlotte Airport. You can expect the visual approach runway 36 right, the altimeter 3039.
The possible we could get for 6 to American 50 for 50.
Okay, so he's.
And American 5350, certainly.
Thank you.
Okay, it's bringing that speed up a little bit. Okay, so we're doing all right.
November 231 Tango Delta. Disregard.
November 231 Tango Delta, go ahead.
Disregard. American 76, contact the tower 118.1, good day.
Over to tower, American 76, good day.
And Charlotte, Premier 390 Juliet Lima, just so you're aware, we'll need vectors. We're a visually impaired pilot. We fly with software. And just so you're aware, we'll probably need to do a traffic pattern to whatever runway you're vectoring us to, just so that way you're aware of our intentions for 390 Juliet Lima.
November 231 Tango Delta is 6 miles from Gordon. Turn left heading 180, cross coordinate 2200, cleared the RNAV runway 6, approach to Lancaster.
That way he knows my intentions. That way he
Can I
knows.
get that heading again for 231 Tango Delta?
Heading 180, maintain 2200 till Gordon, cleared RNAV 6, approach.
180 2200 until Cordon, cleared RNAV GPS runway 6 approach.
November 390 Juliet Lima, contact Charlotte Tower 18.1. He knows of your requests.
Alrighty, 18-1 for 390 Juliet Lima. Have a great day, sir.
You too. American 5350, descend and maintain 6,000, reduce speed to 210 knots.
210 knots, send out.
Current altitude is 3,515 feet, sir.
Good afternoon, Charlotte Tower. Premier 390 Juliet Lima is with you at 3,500. We'll need to do a traffic pattern on whatever runways you're choosing. We're a visually impaired pilot flying with software, so we can't necessarily do a straight in, but we can do a traffic pattern.
November 390 Juliet Lima, Charlotte Tower, roger. He's actually just exited the surface area. Contact approach on 126.15. They'll bring you in for the runway.
I was on that 2615 for 390 Juliet Lima. Yeah, I think he was going to vector me and he sent me over to you, but I'll contact him. I'll see you in just a minute, sir.
Thank you. American 76, traffic no factor, wind 340 at 11, gust 19, runway 3600, clear to land.
Charlotte Bird 664 Papa Delta, you got that IFR clearance, sir?
November 664 Papa Delta, yeah, sorry about November 664 Papa Delta, sorry about that. Just getting kind of annoyed. You're cleared to the Concord Airport via radar vectors, climb maintain 3,000. Departure is going to be with me, squawk 1127.
Squawk 1127, for Papa Delta.
And for Papa Delta, read back correct, hold for release, advise ready for departure.
For Papa Delta's ready for departure.
And helicopter for Papa Delta, release for departure. Sorry, release for departure, clearance point if not off in 10 minutes. If not off in 10 minutes, advise of intentions, frequency change approved.
Release for departure, frequency change approved, for Papa Delta.
And Charlotte approach, Premier 390 Juliet Lima, it's back with you. Tower had sent me back over here because he said I'd exited the surface. If at all possible, we'll need vectors back in to the runway for 390 Juliet Lima. He never said what runway either.
November 390 Juliet Lima, turn left heading 030.
030 for 390 Juliet Lima.
And Charlotte approach, American 1661, 3,200, climb in 8,000 on a heading of 330.
American 1661, radar contact, climb maintain 1616,000, expect to turn in a minute.
1616,000, American 1661.
So he'll vector me.
American 5330, descend and maintain 3,000.
Because he put me on that heading 180.
November 390 Juliet Lima, turn left heading 360.
360 for 390 Juliet Lima.
November 231 Tango Delta, no IFR traffic disturbed between you and the field. Report IFR cancellation in the air or on the ground, this frequency change approved.
November 231 Tango Delta, we'll go ahead and cancel IFR at this time.
November 231 Tango Delta, IFR cancellation received. Great. Have a good day.
See you.
Let's do it.
American 1661, clear direct Astor.
Say again for American 1661.
American 1661, clear direct Astor.
Direct Astor, American 1661.
Charlotte Bird 664 Papa Delta, we're airborne. We'd actually just receive VFR, not pick up IFR this time.
November 664 Papa Delta, roger, Iden.
664 Papa Delta.
I didn't just mean just basically putting a flash on his radar so they can.
American 5350, turn right heading 290.
I don't know if he said he wanted from.
Right 290, American 5050.
Premier 390 Juliet Lima, I understand, I know you're not able to see the airport, but can you make us just straight in? You're basically, the airport's at your 12 o'clock, so can you just make straight in for the Charlotte Airport?
Roger, we can try. The software will probably try a pattern, but we can try straight in. What runway are we expecting for 390 Juliet Lima?
36 center, you're right, abeam the 36 center line right now. You're about, the airport's at your 1 o'clock, maybe in about 7 miles. I understand you can't do a visual or anything like that, but since your VFR, you know, we can't really clear you on a visual or anything like that. But if it's just at your 1 o'clock there, and if your software can do something like enter a straight in or capture the localizer for for 36 center, that would be great.
Roger on that. Yeah, we should be able to go straight in for 36 center for 390 Juliet Lima.
Roger, awesome. Go ahead and turn right just a little bit more. Turn right 020, and that should send you towards the center line there. And go ahead and capture the localizer or whatever you have to do the glide slope for 36 center, and we'll have you over to tower in a minute.
Roger on that. We'll capture it for 36 center for 390 Juliet Lima.
American 5350, turn right heading 360. The field's going to be at your 12 o'clock off the turn in 20 miles, report site.
Right 360, and we have
KCLT 36C selected.
American 5350, visual approach from line 360.
visual for 677,
American 5350, block 6311.
KCLT 36C selected for traffic pattern, sir. Switching to true heading display for the approach, sir.
That's about all I can do. I just don't think they really understand my point.
November 390 Juliet Lima, contact at tower 119 first. Correction, 118.1. Have a good one.
18-1 for 390 Juliet Lima. Thank you so much for your help, sir. Have a great weekend. Tower, good evening, Premier, or good afternoon again. Premier 390 Juliet Lima is 3,500, expecting runway 36 center. Crap, I screwed up that code.
November 390 Juliet Lima, Roger. I'm going to need to vector you around a little bit to get you back in line with 36 center if that works for you.
It shows that, I mean, we can do whatever you'd like us to do, but it shows that we're in line with 36 center. Of course, I may not be. Sometimes the software gets a little iffy, so we very well may not be. It says we're doing a left. It says we're on a left-hand pattern for 36 center for 390 Juliet Lima. But we can do whatever works best for you. I just don't want to get in the way of any traffic, which I don't.
November 390 Juliet Lima, there is no traffic observed in the air within the surface area of Charlotte. So you are my only target right now. That being said, you're coming up abeam the numbers just to the west of the airport, so I'm going to let you keep going present heading for a moment until we get you out on the departure end, and then I'm going to make you, or not make, I'm going to have you do a right-hand turn for a, I forget what that flag is, but then I'm going to put you on a downwind, and I'll throw you on a base, and I'll put you on 36 center or 36 right, whatever you like.
Roger on that. That works for 390 Juliet Lima. Also, for your understanding, sometimes what the software will do is it'll bring us out a little bit and then throw us. The throw us back in.
Report downwind, sir.
In fact, it says we're downwind now for 390 Juliet Lima.
390 Juliet Lima. If we were running south ops, yeah, it's exactly what you'd be. You'd be on the downwind. Looks like you're making a right-hand turn. Make sure it doesn't go past a heading of 090, and I'll bring you around the field.
Roger on that. We'll make sure for 390 Lima. Thank you so much for working with us, by the way. I'm hoping when FS 2020 comes out, it'll be way more accessible, and we won't have to deal with as many quirks. But I appreciate your cooperation also.
It's fine. It looks like you're coming to a 180 heading. When you're able, turn left heading 090.
090 for 390 Lima. The only thing is, I don't want to necessarily turn, because if I do that, it's going to screw everything up. I'm just going to see what it does. You know, I shouldn't do this. I really should not be doing this. We're going to see what happens. I mean, he knows I'm trying, so that there's a big difference. I'm just going to see what happens. I think it'll bring me in. Normally it'll bring me back in. I hate Pilot when it does this. I despise it. I've gotten to where, honestly, I like taking off from a controlled airport,
sir,
and landing at a non-controlled airport for this reason. And it's no offense, and it's nothing against the controllers. Controllers do everything they can. It's just
1,000
that, you know, controllers do everything they can for me, and I appreciate that. It's just with Pilot, with FSX Pilot, and its stupid, ridiculous issues, yeah.
Flaps 2. Gear down. Landing lights on. Report vitals, sir.
And Tower Premier 390 Juliet Lima, it shows we're final. Are we clear to land, or would you like us to be vectored or anything for 390 Juliet Lima?
390 Juliet Lima, go around traffic short final behind you. Fly runway heading and climb maintain 4,000.
Roger on that. I'll tell you what we'll do. The software is being a little bit strange. We'll disconnect from the network. That way we don't disturb anybody and try to get it figured out that way. But thank you so much for your help. I appreciate it. And sorry if I held you guys up. That wasn't my intention at all for 390 Juliet Lima.
390 Juliet Lima, no, I know how it goes. We'd only do with what we have, so. I appreciate you not being mad at me for what it's worth, and hope to see you again.
Hey, it's not your fault, sir. And I'll tell you what, I'll fly out of here with you guys. Probably, I'll probably go VFR somewhere and fly out of here with you guys. But you have yourself a wonderful weekend, sir. For 390 Juliet Lima, I'm not frustrated with you at all. You did an amazing job. So keep up the good work.
Thanks, I appreciate that. American 5350 on frequency.
Roger. 30, 20, 10.
Yeah, see, Pilot is just not liking my landings here lately. And Pilot doesn't stop me again. Okay, why is it I can land a plane off-stream just fine? I can do it off-stream just fine. Everything goes well. And I'm not blaming the controllers, because it's not the controllers' fault. But on stream, oh great, now it's going to do something stupid. But on stream, you try to land, and it just screws everything up. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to shut off the engines. That. Exit. Turn the parking brake off. Make sure those engines shut down. We're just going to shut down right here. Well, that was a good stream, all things considered. And I'm not upset with the controllers. It's not the controllers' fault. It's not the controllers at all. It's just we have to work with what we have. And I never blame the controller for that. The controller did his job. They did an amazing job. So, when I go IFR, I don't have to worry about this because Tramp does a better job. It's just I'm not comfortable using Tramp right now to do stuff as far as on a stream. Off stream I can do it, but not on stream and not on VATSIM just yet. I want to make sure I know everything before I do that because I don't want to hold people up. It's my problem. But make sure everything's shut off. Okay, everything is. Alright. So, you guys, we're going to go ahead and end it here, actually. I promised to get you a good landing. I know my last few landings have been kind of meh. It's not the controller at all. Again, don't blame the controller. It's pilot being strange, and it's just really what we have, honestly, to do stuff like this. But it works. We'll get you guys a decent landing at some point. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and end this, and wish to thank everybody for watching. Whether if you watch this live or if you're gonna watch it later, and we'll catch everybody in the next one. Until then, see ya.